What's worse than sterility or cancer? I freaking love the cream pies. They're so good. Oh, chat, I'm so cooked. Oh, I'm so cooked, chat. Hoshi Mewtube. I'm Stellatrix, coming at you live from a bullship near you. Today we will be perceiving American foods that are banned in other countries by weird history food. I don't know what this is. I've never seen, I don't know. Let's perceive. Strap in, strap on, and let us go. Perceive!
Most Americans want to believe that the United States is the gold standard of clean food. But that belief may not hold up to scrutiny. From unsanitary...
I don't think I've ever met an American who genuinely, earnestly believes that their food, our food, is better in terms of health or cleanliness than like any other country.
Practices in mass production to the addition of dangerous chemicals. Countries have good reason to give the side eye to imported foods claiming to be USDA approved.
Yes,
that's right. This week we're talking about...
I love Twinkies! Not Twinkies. Swiss rolls! I love Swiss rolls!
This week we're talking about American foods that have been banned by other countries. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. Then leave a comment and tell us what other world food facts you would like to know more about. Now let's see how wrong the rest of the world really is.
America. Why does she look so angry about him coming to exist now?
Wrong the rest of the world really is.
What is this from? Skittles!
Since the dawn of Skittles...
Ayo, should I say it, or do you want to say it?
Since the dawn of Skittles, there have been rumors about the dangers of eating them. Every
I love
one
the
of us
sour
heard
Skittles.
At least one classmate claim that the red ones make you sterile, and the yellow ones, they give you cancer.
What?
Turns out, it might be worse than that. First of all,
What's worse than sterility or cancer? Cancer in particular sounds pretty bad.
Classmate.
With Skittles, I like to take them out of the bag 2 at a time and like squish them together. And then I eat the loser, and then I pit the victor against another Skittle, and I crush them together, one by one, until I find the ultimate Skittle. And then I force it to have Skittle babies, so that it can keep the bloodline pure and strong.
Wasn't wrong.
Survival of the fittest.
The dyes
Skittle.
known as Yellow 5 and Yellow 6 have been linked to hives and hyperactivity in children. Sweden and Norway have banned the candies out of concern. The European Union will most likely be banning Skittles at the end of the year, having already swapped out some of the dye for more natural flavors. This is because of something called titanium dioxide, which can be found making the colors pop across the rainbow. Research linked titanium dioxide to damaged DNA, which can lead to cancer. While Europe may be ahead of the Skittles awareness curve, America is quickly catching up. In May of 2021, the Environmental Working Group asked the FDA to categorize titanium dioxide as toxic. And yes, before you ask, right now the FDA says it's okay to consume some of that chemical compound. You can taste...
I mean, sometimes, often, like the poison is in the dose. So how much titanium do you have to consume before you get mega cancer? Titanium dioxide, that's a hugely important pigment. Titanium dioxide, I believe that is one of the primary chemicals in physical mineral sunscreens. But obviously putting it on your skin is quite different from ingesting it, so.
The rainbow, but just in moderation. California is home to an ongoing lawsuit against Mars Inc., the parent company of Skittles. The lawsuit claims Skittles are not only toxic, but are unfit for human consumption. So maybe for now, play it safe. Just go have some Swedish fish instead.
Not the Swedish fish! Man, I hate Swedish fish. Nothing against like Swedes or fish, but like I hate Swedish fish. They're so gross. They don't have Swedish fish in Sweden? What the heck? Why are they called Swedish fish?
Ever looked at a piece of crusty French baguette, be it in cartoon or in real life? But let's be honest, it was probably in the hands of Pepe Le Pew. And think, I can't make a sandwich.
How old is this guy's audience that he thinks most people that are watching this video has seen Pepe Le Pew? This video was made 2 years ago.
Sandwich with that? As great as we talk about the invention of sliced bread, a lot of European countries have actually banned much of what you'd find on America's wide grocery shelves.
Good,
That's
as
because
they
we make a
should.
lot-
I don't know if you know this. If you're somebody that has celiac disease, we are finding that it's not actually the gluten itself that is causing problems for a lot of people that have gluten intolerances and celiac disease. It's something in the way America specifically processes their flour that doesn't exist in most of Europe. So many people who were gluten-free celiac in America, they go to Europe and they can eat the bread in Europe. I want to not live in America. Well, I want to not live in an American version of the Starship. Tee kayfabe. Just because everywhere else seems to have much better for you food than whatever the heck is going on over here.
Of our bread, not just with grain, but with a variety snap packs worth of additives, like azodicarbonamide, for example, which helps bleach flour and strengthen dough. Fun
Great.
fact about azodicarbonamide, it's also used in a spectrum of industrial products, including yoga mats.
Okay, so that's like saying water is used in antifreeze. That's not automatically a problematic thing. Not saying that whatever this is good, but I'm just saying that, come on now. Come on.
Downward dogs. The European Union is really against the idea of its citizens eating yoga mat material and has banned their use in food products.
Pork!
Pork, the other white meat, is a staple of American meat.
What? Pork? Pork is not a white meat. I mean, pork is visually white a lot of the time, but pork isn't considered a white meat. I struggle to trust anything he says after he makes arguments like, also used in yoga mats, right?
Meats along with chicken, fish, and beef. From bacon to ham, hot dog.
What?
Pork, the other white meat, is a staple of American meats,
Oh.
along with chicken, fish, and beef.
I thought he was saying beef was also a white meat. Like, what is going on? What do you mean?
From bacon to ham, hot dogs to pork chops. American meat eaters consume about 67 pounds of pig per person every year. Sue-wee, my heart is stopping. Don't get us wrong, other nations indulge in swine just as much, if not more, than Americans. So why doesn't the U.S. export scores of succulent bacon-bearing boars? Well, it turns out America adds a lot of chemicals during processing. Ractopamine in particular is used in many pig farms to raise porkier porkers. Ractopamine, which we put a dash of in a lot of foods, has been banned in 160 countries, which all consider the drug unsafe for human consumption. This in turn has led to a prohibition of pork exports across the world. The EU hasn't touched the stuff since outlawing ractopamine in 2009. China and Russia have been ractopamine-less since 2013. Maybe that's because ractopamine has the same effects as an intoxicant on humans and can cause tachycardia, headaches, and muscle spasms if consumed in large enough quantities.
Well, what is a large enough quantity? Like I said, the poison is in the dough. Then again, I mean, probably any amount. There's so many things wrong with currently standard farming practices, at least in America. I can't speak to other countries, but in terms of factory farming, there's so much wrong. Beyond just ethics, but like health-wise, so many health hazards.
It is a small price to pay for a perfect piece of the pork.
Is it?
Hygiene in America often comes down to dousing stuff in a chlorine bath and calling it FDA approved.
True.
And chicken is no exception.
The FDA does not have your best interest in mind. You want to know something about not necessarily the FDA? Multivitamins, vitamins that you find on the shelf, they don't have to be accurate to their labels. In fact, most vitamins that you pull off the shelf aren't actually accurate to the percentages that you see on their labels.
I work in the food industry and I have a friend who knows more about it, but the US FDA is like 10 years behind the rest of the world due to being understaffed.
I remember hearing that the FDA doesn't exist to protect the people. The FDA exists to protect the companies.
Pathogen reduction treatment, FDA approved, and chicken is no exception. Pathogen reduction treatments, or PRTs, refer to the use of different chemicals to destroy harmful microbes on raw meat. Somewhere along the line, American food regulators decided a quick chlorine shock was the best way to kill salmonella and other bacteria on uncooked poultry.
Because we can't just like keep them
chlorine
clean
marinade.
farm
And
them
look,
more humanely.
it's not that the
right?
EU is against taking a long gulp from the public pool now and then. In fact,
Not the communal chlorine rock salt. Ew.
the risks posed by chlorine consumption are relatively low. The bigger concern is that the chlorine baths are just an eye-burning band-aid on a larger problem, the tip of the beak, so to speak. They're worried that the PRTs are insufficient to deal with more than just the normal bacteria and don't get at a potential contamination from things like low-quality feed to unsanitary coops on farms.
Of course they don't.
The EU called the chlorine rinse an easy fix, arguing no chemical rinse will ever remove all bacteria from meat heavily contaminated as a result of poor hygiene. That hurts extra to hear it from the French.
Yeah, factory farming is really bad. You're actually seeing a huge part of why I am vegan. Very, very inhumane. Mountain Dew! Everybody's
Mountain
favorite
Dew
carbonated
is the
piss.
closest any soft drink has come to being fully weaponized. But did you know in Austria and Norway, the soda is outright banned? That's because Mountain Dew's signature Chernobyl radiant hue comes from tartrazine, also known as yellow 5. And if your ADHD hasn't kicked in yet, you'll remember that color and number from the Skittles section
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah,
It's
I
been linked to
remembered.
headache,
I remembered. I used the whole brain cell. I did it. Did you remember?
hyperactivity, and the desire to be annoying to other people. Ironically, the qualities that make Mountain Dew a soda non gratis in other countries is exactly what the brand promotes: a frenetic, over-caffeinated lifestyle. Do the do. Baja Blast.
I've never had Baja Blast
Woo-hoo.
before.
And while you might be able to find Mountain Dew in Europe, it's going to hit a little different. That's because Europe spent exactly 2 years in the 90s riding the dew before discontinuing it. What is being sold as Mountain Dew in the EU
I'm so
has
curious.
a recipe closer to the original
Please tell me.
carbonated beverage, as created by Tennessee beverage bottlers Barney and Ollie Hartman in the 1940s. The original Mountain Dew was meant as a whiskey mixer, with a name coming from the affectionate Scottish term for moonshine. It'll tickle your innards, is what the old ads used to.
It'll tickle your innards. What do you think, chat? You wanna get your innards tickled? You wanna do the do? Play a little footsie with your lower intestine? You wanna play golf with your gallbladder? Wanna get your innards tickled by tartrazine? Chat, is it gay to tickle your innards? Asking for a friend.
Read. No lies detected here.
Yahoo! Oh! Little Debbie, let's go! Swiss rolls! Yeah, boy!
Little Debbie has been providing Americans with comfort snack food since the 1960s.
Why does that look like AI
Little-
before AI existed?
Little Debbie has been providing Americans with comfort snack food.
Did he use AI to animate this picture? This looks so uncanny. Look at this. Look at this.
Little Debbie has
Look
been
at their
providing
arms.
Americans with comfort snack food since the 1960s.
What the heck?
With their variety of zebra cakes, star
Oh, I hate
crunches,
zebra
nutty
cakes.
bars, fudge
Nutty
rounds, and
bars!
cosmic brownies. But they're big.
Oh my god, I had a box of cosmic brownies in here for a while, and I realized I didn't like cosmic brownies that much. Oh my god, the cream pies! I freaking love the cream pies! They're so good!
Claim to fame, as anyone who has ever had their lunch packed by a parent can attest, is the
Yeah!
Little Debbie Swiss rolls.
Yeah!
A mixture of rich chocolate cake and butter creamy filling. Over 900 million cartons of Little Debbie products
They're
are
so
shipped
good.
each year, but none of those cartons go anywhere near Austria or Norway.
Oh my god, tag yourself. Tag yourself. I'm the Nutty Bars. When I was a kid, way back in the before times, when I was a kid, I had never had the Little Debbie's honey buns. There was this girl that lived in my neighborhood, and she went to my school, and we hung out once, and she gave me a honey bun. And then every time I went over to her house, I asked for a honey bun, and she kept telling me after that they didn't have any honey buns. And basically, I was really autistic, and I didn't realize until I was an adult that she stopped wanting to hang out with me because I kept asking for honey buns. And that she probably did have honey buns. But she didn't want to tell me that she had honey buns. Because I just kept asking for honey buns every time I went over. It was like a fun little treat for me. Classic Stella. This was the kind of child that I was. I got to where I am through extensive A/B testing with people.
But none of those cartons go anywhere near Austria or Norway. Blame those rascally additives, yellow 5 and red 40.
Honestly, good.
Swiss rolls contain 32 milligrams of dye per product, and in those quantities,
What?
they've been shown to have an adverse effect on children. And we're not just talking about causing hyperactivity, although one study found that cutting all artificial food coloring from diets may be 1/2 as effective as prescribing kids Ritalin. And while we can't prove there's a direct
What?
connection between artificial food coloring and cancer, they do cause damage to white blood cells, causing them to mutate after only 3 hours.
Oh, chat, I'm so cooked. Oh, I'm so cooked, chat. I think as a kid, oh man. So oh man.
Exposure to these dyes could cause tumor cells to multiply way more rapidly.
No.
For that reason, researchers say a high chronic intake of food colorings throughout the entire life is not advisable. If only they weren't so delicious. Surprisingly, you can buy Little Debbie's Swiss rolls in the EU, but they come with warning labels advising parents of the potential dangers to kids.
Surgeon General's warning, smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease, and wait, this is smoking. Are we out here like rolling Little Debbie's like a friggin' blunt? Smoking the Swizz? We're smoking the Swizz. Little Debbie's, more like little doobies.
You know, like cigarettes.
Not the Special K.
When you hear the words banned breakfast cereal, you're probably imagining one of the countless kid-focused brands of sugary morsels,
Yes,
like the
absolutely.
oh-so-delicious Cookie Crisp. So you might be surprised to learn that it's actually Special K, the most boring cereal on all of the earth.
No, the most boring cereal on all of the earth is the freaking Fiber One. The Fiber One sugar-free cereal, the one that I eat like every day. This message got filtered, but I'm gonna read it. Did you know Special K was created to stop jorking it? Yes, actually, I did know that. I remember reading about that on one of my random Wikipedia deep dives years ago. That was actually like a thing. I wonder if he'll talk about it. No, that was actually, it was the Kellogg's. It was the Kellogg's corn, was it the Kellogg's cornflakes?
Has been banned in Denmark and discouraged in the EU. How does the healthiest box of flakes on the shelf get banned?
It's
While
not
stuff
even
like
healthy.
Reese's Puffs and Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Reese's
continue
Puffs,
to enjoy
Reese's
free
Puffs.
passage. Ironically, because of its supposed health benefits. In the UK,
Oh, does it make
Special
too big
K
of
has been
claims?
put on blast by the Advertising Standards Authority for exaggerating how much folic acid they pack into portions.
Mm-hmm.
Though it's still legal to buy in Europe, Denmark has completely banned Special K since 2004 for all its
That's
fortified vitamins
funny.
and minerals. Regulators argue that Kellogg's cereal's unnaturally high levels of everything from vitamin A to zinc actually qualify Special K as a genetically modified organism, or GMO.
Dogs are GMOs. I'm just saying.
More specifically, Special K is swole with the same artificial compounds that studies have shown to potentially pose health risks, specifically to children and pregnant women. In conclusion, you may want to stick with crunch berries.
Not the swole. Steak. Hold on. Please, no more videos of
You
factory
don't need to
farming.
take a transcontinental flight to visit countries that have banned American foods. Just drive up to the Canadian border, flash your passport, and sign an affidavit saying you're not smuggling any steak tartare in your trunk. Today, consuming raw meat has fallen out of fashion in the US, much like other foods like veal and pate, which don't make you sick but might make you sad. But while baby cow and overstuffed goose liver is illegal in parts of America now, tartare is not. See, while veal and pate may be uncool, they are also served hot. Unlike tartare, which is chopped up cold meat, straight from the cow. Undercooked or raw foods can lead to an increase in food poisoning and parasitic infections, especially in beef and poultry. But considering how fancy pants steak tartare is, Titanic food one might say, you'd think countries might look the other way and let the luxury delicacy slide.
Why
And
is
for
it
a long
fancy?
time they did. In Canada, meat has to reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit,
Oh,
the equivalent
145?
of a medium rare steak, in order to be considered safe to serve. But those rules aren't strictly enforced. That is, until recently. In 2021, restaurant owners in New Brunswick selling steak tartare were all served cease and desist letters.
Ha!
Canadian public health officials had decided that amid the ongoing health crisis of COVID-19, the last thing their citizens needed was a side order of botulism.
That is such, okay, I mean, good for them, but like, why?
Is there anything more American?
Why was that what we needed to be spending our resources on? I say we, but it wasn't me. Why was that what we were spending our resources on at the height of freaking the panini? Is undercooked meat.
Than Coca-Cola?
Here we go. Everyone's favorite.
Is there anything more American than Coca-Cola? The fizz, the flavor, the former secret ingredient, cocaine. Coke is basically
Yeah, there it
apple
is.
pie in beverage form. And it's not just Americans who are cuckoo for Coke. Invented by a pharmacist in 1886 Georgia, Coca-Cola quickly caught on overseas. It was the World War II GI's drink of choice. Pre-pandemic, Coca-Cola had 500 brands in over 200 countries.
I gotta say, as an American, even I fall for the American propaganda of wanting to feel like a true American. Like, I don't like soda, but I still have this like deeply ingrained American urge to crack open a cold one with the boys on 4th of July and like stuff a cheeseburger in my face. I don't know if any other Americans feel that way, but that's my experience as an American.
Making it the best-selling pandemic, Coca-Cola had 500 brands in over 200 countries, making it the best-selling soft drink in one.
Oh, I got a burp. That was a pretty good one. I'm very curious. Do you know what the oldest soda brand is? I'll tell you at the end of the video if I don't forget. Editor Coon, remind me at the end of the video.
One of the most recognizable brands of all time. But there will always be exceptions. And unlike the other entries on the list, for once, it has nothing to do with health concerns. Everybody knows that Coke is not good for you. We just decided collectively that we don't care. No, the countries that have outlawed the brand have done so because of what it represents, a symbol of the encroachment of American capitalism. From 1962 to 2011, the U.S. banned sales of Coke to Burma as part of sanctions against the military junta that ruled the country until 2011. It resumed sales in the country in 2012. Today, Coca-Cola is only unavailable in 2 countries with long-term trade embargoes with the U.S.
Why does this look
North
like
Korea
AI?
hasn't allowed Coke since 1950, and the bubbly beverage has been banned in Cuba since Fidel Castro seized supplies in 1962.
They just
First
didn't get
the
around to
prequels,
unbanning it.
Now Coke. Is there anything that can't be ruined by the federalization of trade taxation? In a twist of irony and lime, Cuba was actually one of the first bottlers of the beverage outside of America.
That is
Today,
a twist of irony.
Cuba Cola has replaced Coke as the country's
If I have anybody in chat or in my YouTube comments from Cuba, would you be willing to send me some Cuba Cola, please? I want to try the Cuba Cola.
soft drink of choice, though black market sales abound. After all, it is the birthplace of the Cuba Libre, aka the rum and Coke.
M&Ms. Oh, I like to do the M&M Coliseum.
M&Ms.
I like to do the M&M genetics with the. I like to smush. I like to make them fight to the death. I like peanut M&Ms.
Delicious, melt in your mouth, not in your hand snacks were originally a collaboration between the Scion sons of the Mars and Hershey dynasties in 1941. Like Coca-Cola,
Ooh.
M&Ms gained international fans during World
Imagine the last thing you see before getting bombed being pin-up photos of the green M&M. Truly the American way.
War II, as American soldiers popularized the candy overseas as the chocolate that won't get your trigger finger all sticky. But you won't find the candy in Sweden, where it's banned due to a trademark conflict with a popular national candy that also features lowercase m's as its signature.
Why is it
When
an
Mars
M?
introduced the candy to Sweden in 2009, a court ruled its marketing too similar to that of the Norwegian Marabous, which resemble Kit Kats. During World War I, Marabou had moved its manufacturing to its Swedish neighbors, where it received a royal warrant of appointment by the King of Sweden. And here we thought the Swiss were the chocolate snobs. Should you want to check out what the fuss is all about, Marabou's is sold in IKEA stores here in the US. Well, at least it's
I've never
good
been
to
to
know
an
that
IKEA.
M&Ms don't contain any harmful dyes or chlorine residue, right? That's a pretty important victory for hard-shelled chocolate. So
Wait.
what do you...
Wait, really? Chat, did this just It's all those Swiss rolls. It's all the damn Swiss rolls, I'm telling you. I've already got it. It's too late for me, chat. I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh, Did this man just tell me that Swizz rolls are helping? Whatever. I give up. If you would like to give me something to react to, feel free to leave a comment about it. Follow me on Twitch or come join my Discord and tell me over there. Otherwise, whatever you're going through, we'll get through it together. And I will see you in the next video. Good later! Bye-bye. Oh, yes! Thank you for reminding me, Editor Coon. The oldest soda company is not Coca-Cola. It is, in fact, Dr. Pepper. There's your trivia for the day. Bye-bye.